Okay, so this time I'm going to show how we're going to set up the structure for an investment property, how we would release the equity, how we would put that into the system, and then we're going to see what sort of return we get, what sort of borrowing capacity we can get with two applicants that are earning about $100,000 a year. All right, so we jump over here to our special software that can give us 50 different borrowing capacities, living expenses, interest rates, all of the good stuff all in one go. So this is 50 different banks that we can look at, and it can tell us which lenders this is going to pass with, and it can give us their policy, all of the good things to make sure that your financial situation fits this lender. So we have Joe and Jill. Nothing's changed. They're still de facto. They haven't got married yet. Both incomes have gone up, so now they both earn $100,000 each, and they already own their own home. So this is their own home there. It's worth $1 million, and they currently still owe $500,000 on it. They get a 6% interest rate, and we'll just put in the lender. Let's just say they're with CBA for shits and giggles, because CBA is a very good bank. All right, now the way that we structure this, they want to purchase an investment property. We do a rough estimate. Let's say the investment property is going to be 750 grand. They're going to get $700 a week for that, and the investment expenses are going to be about $200. Now, they might be a little bit more, but most lenders will accept that $200 amount in their servicing because they don't actually use all of this $700. Now, this is the loan breakdown. So $750,000 loan for a 12% deposit. I've gone through why we used 12% previously. So 12% deposit's only about 90 grand. So we've got out enough here so that we could maybe do 2 investment properties and enough left over for stamp duty, or we can have 1 investment property, stamp duty, and a lot left over to cover any shortfall in the rent until the property becomes cash flow positive or positively geared. So this will be the equity split. This is a $200,000 investment interest-only loan. Now, this equity is taken from their owner-occupied property over here. However, the intention for it is investment, so this makes this entire amount tax deductible. Same with the pre-approval. This is the pre-approval, the $660,000 amount. This is completely tax deductible once you've purchased the property. So when we put those two figures in, we can see that CBA will give you a borrowing capacity of $872,000. It still passes by $87 a month. Westpac passes by $271. They'll let you borrow almost $900,000. And if you go down, ING, their borrowing capacity is a bit tighter, $861, but it still passes by $10. And these are the estimated interest rates you'll get for an interest-only investment loan with these lenders. So this is really, really beneficial. You can get a good idea. Then we go to the bank and ask them to give us better interest rates, so we negotiate again. But this is the sort of starting price range that we'll be looking at. So we have their existing property there. That's how much the repayments are per week. They have no personal debt, and their living expenses are just based on what the HEMS are for that particular bank. So we can see that this couple can quite comfortably release that equity, which they won't make any repayments on until they use it with the structure that I've created. And then they can go ahead, they use that equity as their deposit and to cover any shortfall in repayments for the first couple of years. And there we have it. So there you have it. If you want to know more, give me a call, because this is our bread and butter. We do this every day of the week, and I will say this honestly, I think we are the best brokers in Australia at being able to structure this investment property setup in the right way, in the low risk way for most mum and dads who are going to be using this. And it's so beneficial for you. Anyone can do it. I've done it myself. I've used this exact same strategy to build a $5 million portfolio. So we have 6 properties and we've used this exact strategy. So it works, and give me a call. Cheers.